Now it's Ryan. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Ryan.
Watch the slant.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. From the 38. Trubisky is going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Chicago. 62 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Stay with your man. 57's the mic. Hey, Echo, you ain't going nowhere. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Check.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Grady Jarrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You better be. Gun. Switch.
Ryan. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No,
not at all.
Alert 3.
To throw is Ryan. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Below Nichols, able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
180! Here we go! Here we go!
They'll run on 1st down. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now it's Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cohen. Oh, look at the juke. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go! 57's the mic! 57's the mic!
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flush to his right. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Let's go.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Set 24. 51, sub. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Let him go.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand. And
is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Tariq Cohen, 63 yards as the Bears push further out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. to the 45.
Lay down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a game that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. From the 45 on second down, Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8-ball.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Check, bunch it.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Alert.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen.
25, check 25. Run!
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
That's it, baby.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Hey.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Then the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Check, 45 to Mike. Hey, pick your game up. 45. Mike, 45.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 4. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something to... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Third and long, it's Ryan. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
57 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Staying on his feet. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
They can't stop
Grady Jarrett, his second sack of the night.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Strip that ball.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. Well, correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing on third and long. Ryan, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They are making plays on the football, contesting everything.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's Cohen. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Lock in, lock in.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Get up! 57's the mic. It's been a long day for you. Hey, alert, 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 alert! 57's the mic. Watch 57. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Ready, we're ready, we're ready.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the screen. Pass. Kill.
Play action. Ryan in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Leonard Floyd, his 2nd sack of the night.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
SOS.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
I'm here all day. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Under crunch.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 44 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on second down, Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football.
Oh, Cohen lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for you.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Ryan to throw. And he will find Winslow. That's complete.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Mike 55.
Now it's Ryan.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Ryan. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 8 yards out. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
They'll try and run with Freeman. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is davethe-GOAT. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give, this is Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Play action. Now Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now it's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
45.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. This is caught by Robinson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brady.